Hey YouTube, Make Mine Marvel here with a much needed room update tour, statue collection tour. It is February 3rd, 2018. Um, right now, I'm not going to have anything coming in for a while. Pretty much very, very happy with my collection, like where it's at. I got some stuff on pre-order, but it's really not coming in till I think the first piece is maybe October, November of the end of 2018. So I think right now is a great time to give you guys an update of where the collection's at. Share my room collection with you guys and hope you all enjoy it. Like I said, I'm very happy with it. This past year, since the last update video, a little over a year ago, a lot has changed. I sold a ton of stuff. And got some new stuff in. My collection sits at 92 pieces right now. It's made up of all Sideshow with one Bowen and one Prime, one Studios piece. And, it's all Marvel stuff. I try and do graded first appearance of comic books behind them, behind the characters to share the first appearance of that character with the statue. Collecting statues for probably about, I don't know, maybe about 6 years now, maybe close to 7. And I've been collecting comic books all my life since I really could learn to read. I've been collecting comics and started with the X-Men and just really read everything Marvel. So let's get started here. We're just going to go right down the line. I don't want this video to go too long. I definitely want to keep it under a half hour. I'm hoping to keep it around 20 minutes. And we'll kind of just go through these pieces as we come to. So right off the bat, here's a shot of the whole X-Men setup that I got going on so far. One of the pieces that I do have on pre-order is the Sideshow Magneto, which will go down the bottom, probably between Deadpool and Cyclops down there. But again, that's not coming in for a while. So that's where that stands. We got Gambit and Rogue. That's on a custom base by Pathfinder Bases. Just it's like a safe space saver base, man. And it kind of just puts them together on it, and that way, because both their circle bases are huge. And then the Nightcrawler, that there, you can kind of see when I step in the shadow there, that the base lights up. This I got from Warren Resin. This was in his collection for a while, and he customized it and put an LED light up feature in the BAMF, which is awesome. I think it's a great addition to that, and probably something Sideshow should have done to begin with, because it looks really good. And the Dark Phoenix, in my opinion, a very underrated piece here with the Magic Maquette, Ileana. And then I got the X-23 sitting on top of Colossus's base. It works well there. It's a nice little, again, space saver. Hey, got it right that time. But the X-23 and Colossus there. The brown suit Wolverine. The Emma Frost. Those diamonds there, the one in her hand and the couple on the base, are just little pieces of plastic, party favor stuff. The White Queen. White Queen. The White Storm. A few of these pieces I've gotten from my buddy Dean, who's Statue 175, who's sold me a few of his stuff. So the Storm was one of them. The Jean Grey. Let's see if I can back up by the shadow here. Apologize for that. We can zoom in instead. There we go. So the Jean, the Psylocke, the Wolverine, and that Sabretooth. That Sabretooth is a fairly new get for me. I got it from another local buddy of mine, Mike. And the Cyclops, the Deadpool. That Domino is a Mystique premium format that's been customized. Again, that was done by Warren Resin. So he just he did a paint up to it, and I kind of touched up the gun holster on it myself and added That's an extra knife from the Deadpool premium format, the X-Force one. So I put that on her leg. And then the X-Force Deadpool premium format. You see, got some graded stuff behind them. Again, I'm trying to do the first appearances. You know, now the stash is slowing down, I plan on getting a bunch of more comics graded. Got my hole-in-one golf ball up there, and the Hasbro metal Captain America life-size shield. All right, and then kind of give you a shot of the room down this way as we would come down and turn down the corner. So over here, the Thor PF and the Scar and the Gladiator Hulk. And then the exclusive Hulk vs. Spider-Man diorama. This is the I had every diorama from Sideshow at one point. Correction, every Marvel diorama from Sideshow. Had all were exclusive. I sold them all. I like the dioramas. They were my first things I started collecting when I was getting into this 6-7 years ago. And but it's, you know, I kind of gravitated more towards the quarter scale, but this one here I did not want to let go. This is the only diorama I still wanted to keep, and so I hung on to it. Oops, sorry about that. And here kind of got, well, on the top shelf kind of got like the cosmic, you know, the Marvel universe, galaxy kind of characters up top, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then down below it's just kind of whatever fits at this point. But you know, we got Rocket and Groot and the Hot Toys Baby Groot down there, which is a quarter scale piece, so it fits in real well. Captain Marvel's great statue. The Thanos on throne, which is obviously one of the newer pieces that is just being delivered a few months ago. Not even really, maybe about a month ago. You see his gauntlet is lit up there, the Infinity Gauntlet. And Gamora and Angela. Saying I love how the base is all tied together. The blue that they use on Thanos' throne is ties in perfectly with the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy bases. And Corey Davis gave me the great idea of making sure to put Thanos in between the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think it looks great that way. And got Silver Surfer and Galactus up here. This is just you know, a little piece of plastic cosmic cube thing from the Secret Empire storyline, a little Marvel promotional thing. They just had it free at the comic book store, so I grabbed it and stuck it up there. And then there's Hawkeye. The Black Widow white version with Darkchild. And Sideshow Black Panther, another really great piece. It's always an eye catcher, even though it's dark, you know, dark colors, and he's down low. He somehow always catches my eye. I really like these two together, Electra and Bullseye, Maquettes. Neither one of them are wicked popular statues. You can get them for fairly cheap money, but I think these two are done extremely nice. I haven't seen a better Electra yet. I think she blows away full quarter scale ones as well. But that's a great Maquette piece. Excited to see what the new Electra is going to look like from Sideshow, the premium format. Maybe order that one. A little Mark Brooks collection here with the Psylocke, the Dagger, and the Scarlet Witch. Again, another great statue, that Scarlet Witch. I like this Maquette version better than the premium format. I passed on the premium format just because I think they nailed it with this Maquette. So if this kit's out, I might just have to pause the video and just start again. right. So that was 10 minutes of video time, and we'll continue on with another 10 minutes here. We've got the Sideshow Ironman Mark 6 and Warmachine Maquettes, based off the Iron Man 2 movie. This is a fairly new piece for me this year, was the Iron Man Maquette. Really wanted the exclusive version. I think these are one of the few, there's a few statues that I really wanted the exclusive versions. Most statues I could care less, regular exclusive doesn't matter to me. This is one where I think the exclusive bits are so nice with that unmasked portrait and him holding his helmet that that was one that I wanted to make sure I grabbed. Gray Hulk PF and Red Hulk. These are just little extra bits. That was from an extra Galactus that I just kind of repainted and cut up the hand. It was a broken piece. And then that's the Ultron head from the original Captain America premium format. Just thought it looks good sticking it Gray Hulk's hand there. And the Incredible Hulk PF, the original one, with the original Captain America premium format shield on his base. Modern Thor, really, really nice piece. Another underrated statue. And Jane Foster Thor. This is another statue where the exclusive, for me, tells a great part of the story. This isn't like an exclusive or fail kind of statue. The regular is just as nice, but I love the axe. I think it's Jarjaburn, or I'm saying that wrong, but I think that tells a great story with what's going on with the unworthy Thor, you know, the Odin son in the comics, and kind of how that plays into that. But you kind of have to read the comics to get the whole story on it. And the Miss Marvel and She-Hulk PFs. And then the Bowen Action Wasp and the Eagle Moss Iron Man. Yep, Iron Man, Ant-Man. Down here we've got the more of the Maquettes, 1/5 scale females. This is from the Adam Hughes collection. She-Hulk, Black Cat, and Mary Jane. And there we've got Mystique and Rogue, Mother and Daughter, and Black Queen and White Queen. Here are two, again in my opinion, very underrated statues. The Madam Hydra, Viper, and Nick Fury Maquettes. The Nick Fury is another one of those where I really want to get the exclusive. I mean, you can get the exclusive. That Nick Fury, you can get dirt cheap money. But I love the exclusive head with the cigar and the BFG gun that he comes with. Just great add-ons. I think they really make the statue compared to the regular one. The exclusive, this is a regular Madam Hydra, but the exclusive head is really nice for her. It's a really cool short haircut, and she's got like a, you know, snarling, showing her teeth kind of mean look to her. It's a great looking statue. This is a quarter scale Namor Maquette. The Savage She-Hulk. And the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, and Storm in her punk 80s look from the X-Men. And the J. Scott Campbell Maquette line with Gwen Stacy, Black Cat, Mary Jane, and Spider-Man. I'm excited to get the Mark Brooks Silk and Spider-Gwen. So they're gonna fit in. I'm gonna find a way to make sure they fit in with these in these two cabinets here. I think that'll look real nice when they come in. And then here, the Hulk vs. Wolverine Maquette diorama. You know, exclusive one with the original look to Wolverine's head. You know, I'm sure they're gonna probably do a gray Hulk, and I would assume maybe a brown suit Wolverine variant for this one. I'm sure it's going to come out. I mean, that would be the only reason why I could really think that they would make the Hulk's head a magnet here. Because if they weren't thinking about redoing this with more of a McFarlane style Gray Hulk head, I don't know why make the head come off. They could have easily sculpted that as one solid piece. But I'm thinking Sideshow's probably going to come out with a variant. And then got the first appearance there, Hulk 181. You know, back from, I think at the comic someplace for that Gray Hulk one, the battle, real famous. Yeah, back there, sorry. But anyways, I'm sure that's what they'll probably model that off of if they do a variant on it. There's just a, that's just a cast iron ladder truck, old school ladder truck they got for Christmas one year. Got the Doom in his little special corner right by the couch, so I can keep him nice and close to me. Great piece. Just some pictures of you know, of glory days, and some more comics. Got my shadow box. All right. This piece is a crazy good statue here. This is the Prime 1 Spider-Man 2099. Awesome statue. I think the regular is still for sale. I know the exclusive sold out, but I think the regular is still for sale. Definitely grab that. I mean, it's unbelievable statue. Probably one of the nicest ones. I can see this winning statue of the year. It's just such a nice piece. And the original Black Cat premium format, the Venom Maquette, the Back in Black Spider-Man Maquette, and the Spider-Man premium, Green Goblin premium format from the Spider-Man PF line. Legendary scale Wolverine. This is probably my favorite statue in my collection. Just absolute eye catcher. I've got one of the few out there that doesn't have a leaning issue. This thing's been mint since day one. I pre-ordered this as soon as it came out. I've had this in the collection since it first shipped from directly from Sideshow, and I've never had an issue with it. I must have got a lucky batch, but a lot of leaning issues with that one. The Daredevil Maquette. Spider-Man. Captain America premium format. Sorry, Spider-Man's right next to him. And that's the exclusive with the World War II helmet he's standing on, the classic shield, and the classic helmet. And that American flag is just an American flag I had that I just put for him. I let it weather outside for a while, so the colors faded, so it looked kind of old. And then kind of scratched up the post with some sandpaper and to give it kind of a weathered, beaten look. Sideshow Spidey PF and Spider-Woman. The Carnage premium format and the Iron Spider-Man Maquette. This for me is another one, the Iron Spider-Man, where the exclusive is a must on this. Me personally, I wouldn't buy the regular on this one. I would take the time and spend the extra money to get the exclusive, just because the exclusive bits tell the story of Civil War, with the Captain America shield and the Iron Man helmet beat up. It is well worth paying the extra money, and it goes for a lot more money than the regular does. You know, most of the time I see it selling for $300-400 more than the regular, but in my opinion, it's worth it. It's one of those few exclusives that is a must. And this Carnage PF, I love the pose. I love the skinniness of the character. He looks like Cletus Cassidy. He looks like the Carnage that I grew up on, that I know of. I like this way more than Sideshow's original Maquette. That one was just way too muscular, way too jacked. It wasn't Carnage to me, and I think they nailed the head sculpt on it. Great statue. Let me back up and get you a shot of overall what that Spider-Man corner looks like. Alright. Sorry, the phone's only letting me record in 10-minute increments. So after 10 minutes, it's cutting out. Yeah, so we'll just continue here. Punisher Maquette. Now this is, you know, it's Maquette, but it's in between like a 1/5 and a 1/4 scale. It's an odd size. I made this mask for him. This is based off of the one of the comic book series, fairly recent, not the most recent Punisher series, but the one prior to this current one that's out. And he can actually put that on his head and wear it. It's a cool little mask that he just made out of a sunglass cloth, cleaning cloth. And the Sentinel Maquette. That's my newest piece in right now. The Vision premium format, which is a great statue. Been wanting that one for a little while, and you know, decided to track it down. And the Apocalypse premium format, which I think is an awesome statue, very underrated. There was a lot of paint defects, but the sculpt is perfect. Mine's not perfect on the paint. It's got little issues. I think it's got a little, the only real issue right there is just here in the thigh. It's kind of got a little whitening or grayish. That's the only issue on this one, but what are you gonna do? I still think it's a great statue. And the Age of Apocalypse Magneto, custom, that I recently just got in. The only Magneto I got so far, but man, this is beautiful. Nailed this one. And finally my little Captain America corner down there, where they get the Allied Charge Cap PF, the Red Skull PF from the Allied Charge, and the Bucky Barnes Captain America. This year I made a little burnt up Nazi armband that Captain America is stepping on, grinding into the ground as he kicks some Hitler and Nazi ass. So just kind of overall shots of the collection as you can view it from around the room. Like I said, I'm real happy with the way this is right now. There's not too many pieces out there that, you know, I still kind of want or need to track down. I'm just real happy with the way this is. One of the few pieces that I'd still consider getting, older pieces that is, would maybe be the Thing premium format. I really like that, but that's one that I can definitely wait to find a good deal on. It's not something I'm going to pay top dollar for. I don't think it's that great to command sometimes the money it sells for. Some people want $800-900 for the thing. I don't see that in it. And with Marvel bringing back the Fantastic Four in the comic books fairly soon, I would not be surprised if we see a Fantastic Four premium format lineup from Sideshow with you know, with a new Thing, a Human Torch, an Invisible Woman, and a Mr. Fantastic, which I really hope they do. I'd be down for that line. All right, well, wrap this up. We're kind of right around the 25-minute mark here. And I want to just thank everybody that enjoys watching my videos, and I really enjoy doing them. I mean, I do it more for just so I have a video catalog of my stuff, and as I sell pieces and get new pieces in, I can always kind of go back and watch some videos of some old pieces I have. And it just, but I like sharing with everybody too. Every statue you see here in my collection, there is a video unboxing / review on my YouTube page. So if you're curious about anything in depth, you can definitely check it out. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Patriots. Blitz for 6. Kick some ass.